could I play aggressively to push my team? Playing with 3 DPS squad, I feel like I cannot play like a normal sub-tank this game, while my backline is diving by Spidey. I've tried my best to keep myself alive and contribute as soon as possible. Okay, so a couple things to start off. First of all, let's do some math. So there's 6 players on a team, right? And then we have 3 DPS. So we'll remove 3. 1, 2, 3, right? That leaves 3 characters. Now you're playing Angela. So that leaves 2 people. Okay? So we're either going to get 2 supports or 1 support and 1 tank. So already, like, this is off to a rough start. You can do it. I'm not going to dissuade anybody from not doing it. But you have to have crazy teamwork. And by the looks of it, the way this would have to work is if you're going to play Iron Fist, BP, Bucky, Angela, your Bucky and your Iron Fist have to become the front line. Hopefully you get 2 supports. And then your Bucky and your Iron Fist protect the 2 supports, play the front line, and then you and BP go crazy in the back line and do stuff, right? So that's how that would have to work. And you guys have to understand that, like, what you're giving up in order to play 3 DPS and 1 off tank, it's a lot. And you really have to get very coordinated in order to do this. But anyway, with that aside, let's just focus on what we can do as Angela. Now we're not exactly solo tanking, but we only have 1 support, so we got to understand we can't take much damage. We got to be collecting a ton of health packs, and we got to be disrupting. No, this is a scenario where we don't really look first. I would prefer if you like peek the corner and like see what characters they have, because then you would have noticed, oh, they have an invis. I'm probably going to get pulled, right? They're just going to stop my pull before it even starts. The next thing is like, who are you going to take this mag to, right? Like, you're just going to push him into your invis and your Bucky. That's not really going to do much. So a big thing with Angela is to be like the opportunist. So you have to like look and then make a plan that's going to actually result in a kill or a net positive for your team, right? So if anything, the better option was to take one of these supports, you know, out into a corner, right? So yeah, not great to start off with, but that's okay. That happens. Now, okay, the BP actually kills the invis, so that's good. We're going to kind of peel. I don't mind that. Your BP kills both supports, so now you guys are up 2. Your Bucky does die, and your support dies, but you guys are up so much that it's probably worth sticking around and actually getting a kill. So this is a Angela-specific thing. Not really. This is something that you really need to know on Angela and any tanks like this. You got to know what your health packs are. There's 1 here, 1 over there. There's 1 right here that we could have gotten earlier. 1 up here. Stuff like that. So, yeah, I feel like we could have capitalized on this if we got any of those health packs, but we go for the one that's like really far away. The filter's working good on removing the weird bots. Yeah, it helps a lot. Thank you for updating that. Best, I think, with a comp like this is when you wait and join your DPS diver to help kill someone. Absolutely. They can't fight off 2 at once. VOD review. Join Cov Club. Make friends with the support main. Okay. Get the health packs and re-engage. Absolutely. But isolation be a better game plan rather than displacement then? Yes. I mean, kind of. But yes. Yeah. Alright, so again, we kind of just go straight in. We don't reassess the situation. So, right here we know my 1 support died. Both of their supports died. 1 of my DPS died, right? So we know, let's see, we have a Venom in their backline, a BP, and that's it. Everybody else on our team is in spawn. And it was a good trade at first, but now our spawn is farther, so we actually have to wait. So I don't like going in. We gotta get out. Yeah. Oh, don't bring him. Oh. Oh, go to your. Okay. Oh, y'all are making this poor Invis suffer so hard. All right, so we're hovering around cart a lot. With Angela, you either need to make the decision. You need to make the decision to either full dive with your BP or full peel and help your support. You can't do this like front line, hang around the cart thing. You're not really helping anybody here. And then again, we've already talked about like you're not really gonna push anybody into your team because like your team doesn't really work that way. So again, like all this is doing is like giving them space. Right. Yeah. See, this was good. This was good. So this Psylocke actually has a really good position. She's helping peel. She can do damage here. And now you force her off. You didn't even need to kill her. You force her off. Now she's out in the middle. She's used 2 of her cooldowns. That's great. I don't mind this. But then we go back to pushing a mag towards... Like, if this mag has a brain cell, he just turns around and, like, kills your support. He kills Invis, kills the Bucky, and you guys just lose. And, like, you make that easier for him. We've achieved the impossible, making me feel bad for an Invis in season 5.5. That's really good. You let the DPS and tanks go crazy on your only healer? Yeah. Right. That's the whole point. I think so this is just a change in game plan from the default, right? Angela's default game plan is kind of to play like Wolf and to bring people to your team. But with your team, that doesn't work. So we have to adjust. Oh, we have 2 supports now. Okay, that's a little better, but we still don't have a front line, so we have to play differently. Okay, hold on. Look to the left. You just gotta look to the left and know where my team is at. Nobody's ready to follow up. And now, so because we didn't do that to start with, now we've used almost our full shift bar. And we have to regroup, and we don't get to take advantage and do that, right? Yeah, and this is just bad. This is a bad ult because you guys already lost the point. There's no reason to do this. And they're not pushing. I would much rather you be back here and helping. And with Angela's ult, you also really need a follow-up, like a Bucky ult, BP ult, Venom ult could work well. You could use it as a defensive ult, like, to stop people's pushes, but, yeah. This goes against all conventional Angela wisdom, but you have no front line. The enemy Magneto is thrilled about being in front of your back line. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Honestly, you're not playing bad. Okay, yeah, this is something you don't want to do. Yeah, so we wasted all that time chasing down a Spidey. Your job is already done here, right? So if we look back, what is this Spidey trying to do, right? He's trying to pick off one of your supports. Here he is, he's trying to get the cloak. We hit him, he goes off. The job is done. He can no longer do it. He's just gonna go get a health pack and then re-engage. So this whole time that we're flying, there's other things we could be doing, right? We'll be helping here. We could be pushing this mag back, right? We can be going back here. We can be regrouping with our team, pushing the mag back. We could be over here now. Now we pick up the Psylocke, help with our BP. But instead we just like waste all their time. This is a bad C&D ult? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because the team comp's so strange and we're still recovering from the first fight. So it's not horrible, but it's not great. Feels too close to enemy team spawn to really do anything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just not. So the ideal thing with Angela, what you're trying to do, let's just play this differently, right? So I don't mind you going for this flank here, okay? So let's say, here we go, right? All right, let's assume we pick up the mag and we drop him in front of our team. Our team can't capitalize on it. Now let's swap out one person on this team. Let's say instead of this Venom, we have a Strange. That seems good, right? Now you pick somebody up and you drop them off. What this Strange can do is actually just stand here and shield. Then your team bullies whoever you drop off, kills them, and then you guys go and take space, right? But since we don't have that option, like we have to find alternative value. The next thing I've noticed as far as like micro goes, I feel like we start our charge way too early every single time. Like you start your charge and by the time you would even hit somebody, we're already down to like 2/3. So we can carry them probably like 2 feet. So we have to start our charge right next to people, right? You got to be right next to the car, man. Right next to the car. So we got to be real close to people. And then the next thing is like, now that we know what our team comp is, what we're working with, we're going to switch. Instead of displacing in order to get a kill, we're going to isolate to get a kill. So again, like, let's say Loki, maybe we pull Loki, get him to like pull, like use his switch. Maybe he uses something else. We pull some attention away as well. We could displace this mag the other way because he's really bearing down on your team. So actually, if you just pick him up and like be like, nope, now you sit over here, right? That could help. You can play the look at me game where you're over here and you're actually playing more of a like dive brawl instead of a kidnap displace, where you're like, I'm gonna fight this Loki, I'm gonna push him over here, I'm gonna use my axe bow, I'm gonna attack him, and then the cloak is going to turn around and heal him. He's gonna be shooting at you, and then maybe even the Psylocke, right? So then now you're fighting a 1v3 over here, and that gives this team, we have now 4v3. And then they take space, right? So it's just a different way of thinking about Angela instead of the same gameplay loop. Did you say this was a 4-stack? Yes. So this is Angela 3 DPS. Having coordinated control of 2/3 of the team is filling up with support. Alright, good luck, Valk. Good luck with the games. Also, very funny that you're Valk on everything else but Kinetic on Twitch, so nobody has any idea.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Alright, so a lot of this is, again, like the same mistakes that we're making. So now we're gonna switch modes on the VOD review, okay? So now we're gonna assume that we know what we're doing. So now what I want you to do is I want you to be right here. I want you to use the third person camera to see a plan, and then pick one of the options that we laid out first, right? So that's what I want you doing. Okay, now I'm looking, I see what's going on back here. My Psylocke died, or actually their Psylocke died. So we have a little bit of an advantage. My team is really split out. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably in this scenario, I'm going to pick the option of taking a lot of attention. I'm going to do the look at me option. I'm going to push over here. I'm going to make a lot of space for my team. And then hopefully they catch up with me. And I'm going to know how long I can sit there and get out. That's what you should name your alt? Yeah, you might as well. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about in terms of like matchmaking when you when you go 4-stack and do silly comps like this. All right, so now I don't mind that at all. Okay, now their DPS has died and our support has died, and we have no front line. Now we need to regroup. So I'm thinking I'm going to go over here, make the enemy lose sight of me. Maybe I'll join up with our Panther, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to look, I'm going to observe, and then I'm going to pick one of the options. Either kidnap to front line, which is what we've been picking, displace the enemy tank and push them back, the look at me strat, or the assassination isolate a support for a kill strat.
Just what I needed.
Poor C&D, there's a Venom merely in their turn. Okay. Alright, our Venoms ulting off by themselves. Okay, this is a scenario where the situation has changed, right? The Venom is ulted, and we see our... We can't see the enemy outlines through the wall, but we do see our BP running in. At this, like, just make the best of it. Like, go in and, like, go help. We have our ult. Our team's been messed up. Okay, now they have a cloak ult. Go kidnap the cloak. This is too much downtime. Too much downtime. Oh, here comes the Psylocke ult. Oh, no! Yeah, we gotta have a plan. Because we're not comfortable, like, we don't know what to do. But this is the chaos that ensues when we queue with, like, 3 DPS and 1 solo off tank, right? It's rough. And, like, and granted, yes, we've been playing support for a while now, but your team doesn't recover fast enough. And since we're... A lot of the times what supports like want, especially in lower elo, what they need to feel safe is they need a mag, an anchor, a strange, like somebody to stand behind. And if they don't have that, especially in lower elos, they get lost really easily. And so that's not super relevant to you because obviously you're not playing support at first, but then you realize, oh, it is, because you can actually give that to your team as Angela. So you need to be like, okay, my team is just like staggering and confused. I'm actually going to frontline for a while as Angela. You're not good at it, and you're not going to do it because you think it's the right thing to do for your team as far as like, my team needs a frontline, not necessarily. You're just doing it purely for the psychological effects, right? So just for a little while, what you should do as an off tank is frontline for a little bit, give your team that stability of like, oh, okay, I know where to stand, I can be there. Then you can go off and do your thing, right? Because then that really like glues the team back together, and then we can do stuff. Most supports in lower rank, they like to default and play behind the tank. Yeah. Alright, so again, we can kind of talk about Angela's ult a little bit. But I feel like that's... yeah. I actually don't mind that ult, honestly. Like, going for an Angela solo kill, or solo ult for a kill is not a horrible thing. Okay, we lost our supports. They lost a tank and a DPS. Venom went to Spidey. This is amazing. Yeah, what a VOD. Well, I'm glad this wasn't a guess the rank. Like, this would have been rough. This would have been impossible to guess the rank. Uh-oh, now they have Wolverine. Nice. I don't mind that. Okay, up and out, and then let's stay up here. Something I haven't seen you go for yet is trying to kill a support out of their ult. Oh, here, yeah. There's just so much chaos. It's so tough. Yeah, I know. Imagine. Oh, now we're on Cap. Oh, okay.
2.
I think Cap's better in this scenario anyway. But again, we got to understand what we're giving up on the front line. Let's just watch from Mag's perspective. Like, oh, I'm going to go bully this Mantis. I'm not taking any damage. I can just hold cart forever. All day, every day. Oh, no. I got pulled by a Spidey. Okay, he's bad. Never mind. But yeah, he's just free. Oh, back to Angela. Okay. Yeah, why are they going Wolverine against the solo tank team? Like, that's a decision. I'm in, like, guess the rank mode now. Like, what is this? This is goofy. Let him go. Yeah. I don't even think it's worth the kill. You give up so much. Watch what happens. Alright, so check this out. Let's watch from this view. Your team has full control of all this space. And as you walk forward, okay, now... Okay, we've lost control of this. So now the Spidey's gone. This is where I said, alright, let him go. You have other responsibilities. But we don't. And now Mag is walking forward. Wolverine is walking forward. Now they've reclaimed all this space that we gave up. And the Spidey didn't even get a kill. If anything, he actually just got killed. But now you guys have to fight down somebody. And that's important. What's the rank here? This is Diamond 3, I believe. No, this is Plat 3. Plat 3 on... Yeah, PC. I need some water.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Yeah, again, not your job.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
This could be silver or diamond. Yeah, this is a match for sure. Okay, so yeah, again, we haven't talked about this too much, but follow the cloak. Follow the cloak, and then now you want to pick up this cloak and bring her over here and try to kill her. At the very least, she's going to use her fade and get out, right? And then you get that cooldown out. If she's bad, maybe she doesn't even have fade. Or she does, but that's all right. But still, you want to try to make those plays and force those opportunities. There's another good thing you could do is pull somebody else out of the cloak ult. Oh, cancel it! Cancel it! Ah. We tried. Not bad. You're in a force tag. You should be able to coordinate an assassination on cloak once you pull her out of her ult. Yeah, communication is key if you're going to play with other people. Yeah, I don't mind the solo. You guys have some momentum. That's not bad. It's a little bit early, but that's alright. There's worse ults. Too passive. Yeah, we need to be up there taking space. We go backwards instead of forwards. Nettie's, please fix this. Angela's like not worth playing. What is this, Nettie's? Please. Ugh. Oh, so again, here's another opportunity where like I don't mind you going over here waiting for the chance, and then now we see Strange, right? It's like, all right, if I remove their tank, they can't walk forward very well, so I'm actually gonna pick the Strange up, and I'm gonna bring him over here. I'm just gonna displace him out of the way, because like we're not gonna kill him. Hate it. Netties, please. And then look at how much space we just give for free. It's so difficult. I don't think they've done the melee weave yet. Oh, you're right. Let's see. Okay, so if you don't know, the way you want to maximize damage as Angela is you want to do quick melee, then left click. I have it set to a button on my mouse, so it's really fast, but whatever works for you. Quick melee, left click. Really quick. I would practice that. You need to be doing that like just about every time. There's some niche scenarios where like it's actually better to not, but for right now, just get used to like that method. It's very, very, very good.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Moving again.
Okay, our whole team is dead. Now we need to regroup and push with our team.
I feel renewed.
Oh, gosh.
Brave little robot. I vow that we shall not fail you. Fear not, Herbie. I will guide you safely through these streets.
You get a web it, you get a web it, you get a web. Sticky for you.
Ah, just what I needed. They have been glorious.
Yeah, this is just wild stuff. We're very lucky this was not a guess the rank. Nobody would have gotten this. Oh, okay. So it looks like maybe you don't know, but your pin actually does cancel ults like Spidey ult and Scarlet ult. So you can dive forward. You can also block all of Scarlet Witch's ult with your shield if you mess up. So. Yeah, get those up close fast strafes. Good ult. Nice.
You are the true hero this day, Herbie.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
At this point, I admire the Wolverine commitment to the worst comp I could conceive for him. I mean, I guess there could be more flyers, but this is pretty close. This is rough.
This should cure my ails.
Incoming.
So another thing that we really haven't talked about much is like, yeah, no, this is too long again. We haven't talked about this much, but Angela's really quiet when she's flying around. She's very loud when she's using her shift, and she's completely silent if she doesn't move. So you can actually just like stand here, and most people won't even see you if you don't move. So, the small little thing.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
We just hit 300 ping. What is happening? Okay, that sucks. Yeah, so much of your problems, like, I feel like once you... Here's the thing. I haven't said anything in a while because all of your problems are coming from not doing, like, the basic thing that we talked about earlier, right? Where you find a spot, whether it's up front to help your team have that anchor spot, or up and to the side. You observe the situation, and then you choose one of the 4 options. Whether we We kidnap to isolate a support and assassinate. We displace a tank into our line to kill. We displace a tank back in order to get space, or we do the look at me strat and we kind of brawl in their back line, right? Once you start doing that game plan, I promise you these games will feel so much better. I promise you. Oh, do we know where the health packs are? I think we know, there's one there. I think this one's down here, maybe? Nope. Hang on. Hold up. As a team. I know there's one over here somewhere. Is it upstairs? There's not one in this building. Wow. I'm just wrong. We're all wrong. Amazing.
I am ready to put on a show.
This would have been the greatest game of Guess the Rank ever. Yeah, this would have fooled every single person in chat.
We're up against the clock. Hurry.
What do you mean, like when your Angela does that, or when the enemy Angela does that against you? I would assume you mean like when your Angela does that.
Final 10 seconds.
By the way, they don't have a tank. Dude, what? What is going on?
We'll have to keep fighting until we
Yeah, we're just so lost. We gotta do that. We gotta like set up and then pick one of the options. All right. Yeah. So a lot going on there. The main number one thing is we got to set up and then pick one of those 4 options and understand like, and then how we pick one of those options is A, what's best for my team, and then B, what would work best against the enemy team, right? So if they have like a solo tank mag and you have a very strong front line, then you can just, or like a Groot, against a Groot and against like a mag or something, you can just pick up one of those tanks, drop them in your team, kill them, and then go on with your day. If they don't have that and you see like, oh, there's an isolated Luna who's all by herself who doesn't have freeze, you know, or maybe you bait out freeze. Now I know I can go for the assassination plan. It's like, oh, my team is kind of struggling with space, and I know their supports actually back up a little bit when I pressure them, so let me go for the look at me strat and make space for my team in that method. So anyway, yeah, I promise if you do that, you'll feel a lot more confident on Angela, and understand like how those work with your team. So anyway, thank you so much for the VOD. If you guys made it this far in the YouTube video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So take care. God bless. And catch you guys next time. Bye.